Welcome back. Well, it is Hospice and Palliative Care Month, a time to raise awareness about both and to clear up any confusion or myths about hospice care. Join us now with more is Sean Reeks, Director of Business Development with Islands Hospice. Good morning and welcome, Sean.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Excellent.
And you? Good.
I'm doing well. I'm happy to be here today.
Good. We're happy to have you here because it's something important that many of us are connected to or have experience in, unfortunately, but it's also a good time to kind of clear up any kind of confusion about it.
Yes.
So first of all, hospice and palliative care, there's actually a difference between the two. What's that difference?
There is. So there's similarities and there's differences. So palliative care is a model of care that focuses on a person's physical, spiritual, and emotional well-being. But there's also an emphasis in pain and symptom management. Hospice is also those things, but where the delineation occurs is what are a person's goals of care. Palliative care is appropriate while a person is seeking disease-modifying treatments, whereas with hospice care, the goal truly becomes comfort care, avoidance of the hospital, avoidance of the ER, and a focus on quality of life.
Now, when people think about hospice and hospice care, they kind of cringe and it's associated with negative things, but there are some myths that you can clear up for us.
That's correct. So myth number one, there's a belief that hospice is a place, that if you're going to hospice, that you're going to be taken out of your home and put into some type of institution. But the reality is that hospice is a service, and it can be provided wherever a person lives, their own home, foster home, care home, assisted living. I met with a lady in Manoa recently, and she said, you know, I know my dad needs hospice, but he's not going to leave his house. And I said, no, most of our patients, if not a huge majority, live in their own homes. Myth number two, hospice care is costly, when in reality, it is covered by most insurances 100%. Medicare covers it 100%, Medicaid as well, and most other insurances. And in fact, we frequently care for individuals who do not have insurance, but need the care, and it's the appropriate level of care for that individual.
And you're with Islands Hospice.
That's correct.
What does Islands Hospice offer to patients and their families?
Gosh, I could talk all day about that because there's so many wonderful things, but I think what I would mention most is the team. It's about the Islands Hospice team and what they do every single day. Our nurses, our aides, our social workers, our chaplains, the support team. And I will tell you this, there's not a single person whom I work with, who I would not trust with my own grandmother, my own parent. They make such a huge difference in the patients we serve and the families we care for every single day.
And if anyone wants more information or they want to stop by and visit and check out Islands Hospice, where can they go?
Yeah, so my best recommendation would be to find us on Facebook, search for Islands Hospice, or www.islandshospice.com.
All right, Sean Reeks, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
It's a hard topic to talk about, but it's kind of good to talk about it and not be scared to, and to know what's out there.
It helps people make informed decisions. Knowledge is power.
I believe that. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.